Hello, Team TFT. Welcome back to another daily market outlook video. So basically today we're looking at the dollar, the euro, and the GBP USD pairs. First we'll have a look at the economic calendar, see what we've got coming up today, see any red news. So we do have some GBP red news coming up at about 5 o'clock, so in the next sort of hour and a half. So just to be mindful about how GBP is going to move around that. And then at the start of the New York session, we have the core retail sales and the retail sales month on month coming out as well. So some more red news out of the US, which is going to obviously affect both the GU and the EU pairs. So just to be a little bit mindful, if you are, again, taking any trades today, just make sure you are in and out before the end of the London there and the start of the New York session. So we're looking at the dollar at the moment. Now, as we can see here, we are still obviously very bearish. If we do look at the 4 hour, we come out here to the lower chart, we are seeing some bearish structure start to come in. So we've got a low, a lower high, and we wicked down and created a lower low yesterday. So we are working within this leg at the moment. If we zoom in on that leg a little bit and start to get an idea of what's going on. So you can see here we did wick down below that yesterday, and then obviously got brought straight back up again and closed the day out a little bit bullish compared to the open. So basically what we could be looking for here is a push back up and a retest up around this Asian range up here for a sell-off, out of there. And again, that's based on probably the New York session news today. So I'd say we're probably going to see a little bit of consolidation today before moving on. Now, if we jump down to 15-minute, we can see what we're talking about here. So, you know, obviously we got the yesterday we had the red news at the start of the New York as well. So we had the London session, which was, you know, it had moves but wasn't overly volatile. And then we see here the dump at the start, anticipating the New York Open, and then the news coming out, and then obviously we rocketed up to the upside, and then have since corrected and then come back up and started to consolidate again. So basically what I would assume we were looking for here is a push back up into this zone. Now, we got this big zone up here. We see up in this top part where we've swept liquidity, worked our way down, up, retraced, back down again. So again, I'd like to probably see a push up into this last little impulse here before dropping away, or we could have a push up into this last little impulse here as well. So there's a couple of areas there we could be looking for a sell-off to continue the bearish sentiment in the market at the moment. So ultimately, again, looking for that push up into either this range or this range today, or pull down, retest the halfway, and then push back down again. So that's the dollar. Euro USD. So we did get a little bit of a we were looking at being bearish yesterday, and ultimately we had that big push up before ultimately then turning bearish. We were looking for obviously the sell-off yesterday. And now we did get a little bit of a reaction out of this wick zone here. Come back up, drop down for a few pips there, about 20 pips there. And we were also looking for this higher order block up here. Obviously it got invalidated by the start of the London, and this is why, again, we need to be very careful about trading the red news, because what would have, say, usually respected that area and then ultimately sold away from, got aggressively pushed through. Obviously there's loads of orders sitting up above this area. All of those got swept, and then obviously then we had the move away. So at the moment we know that there is definitely some orders trapped up in here that we need to be mindful of. We'll change that to supply. Sorry, let's go back to the 4 hour. We'll start the euro on the 4 hour again. So 4 hour on the euro is not as clean as the Dixie at the moment, because we can see here we've had this pull down, we've had a pull back up, we've had a pull back down, creating a lower low, which is obviously bearish, but then we've had an impulse up, which has broken the high, which is now bullish. So we're now looking for, has this been seen as a liquidity grab, or is this a structural break that's going to then flip and go long? And I think the only way that we're going to be able to tell is how the red news plays out today with the core CPI and the retail sales news out of the US plays out today. So again, a little bit of uncertainty here around the euro with this break here as to whether that is, some people will take a wick as a break of structure. Other people will want a full body close above the previous high. So it just creates a little bit of uncertainty around the market at the moment on what we're actually trying to do and how much lower we're going to go, because we do have this big area down here. Obviously, we've had this big push down here, and then aggressively bought back up again. So, we could be looking for a push down into this area to possibly close down some more trades. So again, this could be a liquidity grab to then continue going lower from here. And, based on the Dixie, we're looking at possibly going lower at the moment with this bearish momentum here. So if this bearish momentum is going to continue and goes lower, obviously that'll then look at pushing the dollar higher. So, again, we just need to wait and see what the dollar's going to tell us before we start making any decisions on Dixie, on the Euro USD pair at the moment, just because it is being a little bit hard to read at this point in time. And again, we're paid to be patient in these markets, so we've just got to be really careful about identifying when the charts aren't making sense, and waiting for the time to give you play out, give you a little bit more idea of what's going to happen, play out a little bit more structure, and we can start to see what's going from there, where the liquidity builds are, and where we could be looking to target. So at this point in time, I don't really have an area to trade from on euro today. It's probably just a wait and see scenario. GU again. So GU's just been pushing higher at the moment. Bang, bang, bang. Very clear. So we're looking bullish on GU at the moment. We are looking at a 4-hour leg. We got these 4-hour impulses. So we've got up, down, and then up again like that. Everything in there is internal. So what we're looking for at the moment is we're working within this leg from here to here. Now we had this big, massive impulse up yesterday and a big drawdown. So we had a big impulse over since Monday, and then a continuation Tuesday, had a big drawback down. And then, this is where we need to see, is this going to be the low that's been set and we're going to continue higher? Or is this turned into internal structure and we are going to continue down a little bit lower before going higher? And that would be the leg there. So at this point in time, we are bullish on GU. So on the 4-hour, so at the moment, we're looking for 15-minute bullish trades. And again, the only 15-minute bullish trade I would have here at the moment is we can see we've had this big pull down here. So 15-minute pull down, which has broken all this structure through here. So we've been obviously marching up on the 15-minute. We had this big impulse, pull back down, broke those structural lows, pushed back up, and now we're internal at the moment. So basically, this again could have been a liquidity grab. And if it was, we're looking to probably trade long out of this zone. Possibly trade long out of this zone. So that could be an option for today, going long, or we look for a break above the highs, come back, retest internal, and then go long on GBP USD here at the moment. But again, we need to be careful at GU because it can invalidate these zones a little bit, wick down the bottom, and then push back up through. So, if we are coming into these zones, don't be afraid to let it move away a little bit before getting in a trade and giving it a little bit of time to breathe before jumping in, because you don't want to be whipped straight out and then off it goes again. And, you had the right analysis, but you ended up getting stopped out before you had a chance to really get into the trade. So, righto, guys, that's my my outlook for today. We'll see how the red news plays out today on USD, and see if we can get a better looking trade set up for tomorrow, especially on EU. Other than that, guys, have a good day and happy trading, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Thanks for watching another Daily Market Outlook video. If you enjoyed it, please give this video a like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like it. Also, guys, we are the largest Tradesmen's Forex group tailored to helping hundreds of tradesmen get their time back through trading. If you want access to structured education, 18 live sessions across 7 days a week, mental health and mindset support from a qualified psychologist, and access to multiple different trading strategies from 10 different mentors, then jump over to our website at www.teamtft.co.uk. Please remember, this is not financial advice and you should not trade based on anything I have said in this video. This is just my own opinion and nothing more. And remember, manage your risk, stick to your plan, and secure those profits. Have a ripper day.